global science, what would that be?
I think from a CrossRef perspective, and actually probably from a personal perspective, the reason that we're that we're supportive of and that we're trying to do more outreach and more workshops and coming to things like the Asian Council of Science Editors is that I think it's really important for smaller publishers or for publishers who haven't traditionally had the same technical infrastructure, for them to be able to enhance the quality of their research output and to make sure that their work is being connected to the work of all other scholars around the globe. I think that's really interesting. So I think that's just to be able to make sure that the global community is able to link all of their work and their research together. I think the key thing is, and we try to do this through our various communities, is to give us feedback on them. So for example, we have some APIs that basically make the CrossRef metadata freely available, and people are free to come and to have a look at those. And that's, researchers to be able to look up article information, to funders wanting to find funding information, to tools providers wanting to actually build things on top of those. So for example, librarians building link resolver tools so that the researchers that they work with can find references and can find different publications. So I think the key thing would be to give us feedback on those. So things like the API, what else would you like it to do? What other metadata does it need to contain? What other queries would you want to run against it? Same thing with with researchers. Use the DOI. It's there to help you. Use Crossmark and use those services. Let people know who your funding comes from, because actually that makes you more discoverable, because someone might go and search for a funder, and if you're funded by that person, then your research will come up in that list of search results. So it's making sure that people can find it through various methods. So I think that's important as well. But equally, if things aren't working, so say you click on a DOI and it doesn't resolve, let us know and we will follow up with the appropriate publisher. So that's probably the message, is that we take input from people, we provide services, but in order to make sure that those keep meeting the needs of the community, then that conversation has to continue.
That's really interesting. Thanks, Rachel. Once again, this is Clarina Cerejo, Editor-in-Chief of Editage Insights, and I've just had a conversation with Rachael Lammey, the Product Manager of CrossRef, about CrossRef and all its products. Thank you, Rachel. It's been a pleasure.